Looking at this reminds me of New Hampshire and Massachusetts, and to tell Officer Drake, the next time you want to plant evidence like marijuana in somebody's vehicle to create problems, you should probably try buying it in Maine. It's a whole lot cheaper, don't you think? April 7th, Mr. Officer Drake, Michael Drake from Greenland Police Department. Well, I had been in Greenland overnight at the travel center, and it's right on the Portsmouth line if you people aren't aware. But I was at the TA Travel Center. I pulled in late at night, followed a storm up, and I was delayed getting back to register my vehicle. So noting that it was expiring, I parked, and I got some rest. I went in the next morning to the travel center in Greenland, the TA Travel Center. Got some hot water, came back out. My cat was fluffing in his box, and I turned my head over my shoulder and my arm towards the back to grab my Folgers coffee. First thing I can't fucking stand in the morning is hearing a mail, seeing a mail, or police. Unwarranted. So the motherfucker's parked right up behind me, but then again, I had seen him the night before, the afternoon, I shall say, as he was riding back and forth, wasn't he? Back and forth and stopping people. Just like 4 people in 30 minutes. Can you fucking understand what I'm saying? That's the beginning of the harassment. He was more often than not. I've never seen police in and out like I do him at a fucking truck stop. So obviously he was looking for something, or was he looking for someone such as me? Were you harassing me? Is what I want to know, Officer Drake. Tara Tucker, can you answer that question? What about that recorded conversation you and I had in your office? Because you didn't want me to sue the town of Greenland and the police department, but now you've made it that I'm going to have to sue the state, the town, the police department, and everybody involved, correct? Because what happened? Why was I run? Why was my plate run? It was parked, and then you're going to tell me I was parked illegally? I can tell you right now that I ride in a vehicle, and I see people parked on the line, over the line, all the motherfucking time. I am not too far from the Greenland Police Department, and I see that the police cars don't even fucking park appropriately. So you're gonna tell me it's okay to harass me like that, and then ask me that if that rolled piece of filter or whatever the fuck it was, you said it was marijuana on the ground, is mine? Well, it ends up being that I ask somebody, what the fuck is this cone-shaped thing? And they say, oh, that's a pre-roll. That's where they buy them at the fucking regulated stores. You can buy them off the streets. Old school, we just fucking roll them. Okay, well, so were you trying to plant that? Did you roll it off the bottom of your shoe? I've known cops to do that shit, just saying. Remember, my daughter might be the product of a cop. Is that why she's still missing? As well as I've dated other cops. And what? You're right. I don't like cops like you. But when you said to me, Mr. Officer Drake, that I know you don't like cops, well, that was just another fucking clue that you've been talking to somebody that doesn't like me about me. And so would that be harassment and conspired organized crime against me and then planted evidence? Because you still haven't told me, and nobody has told me, even the prosecutors withholding the information from me about where did you find? Where did you find? What did you find? How much did you find? Where was it again? What happened to my vehicle that I was told don't drive it too far? It will get impounded, Kim. And then it seized up and wouldn't start again. It went to the an auto repair place called Pat's Towing in Seabrook, New Hampshire, and it went missing from there. I'm the one that called to have it towed. And so my car got left unlocked with all my personal items in it. The windows were down, and I had belongings in there. So was this all conspired as well? Imagine that. So I'm going to say that it's not safe for anybody. Not your children, not yourselves, not anybody to be in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, or anywhere in Maine Vermont, or where? Fredericksburg or Frederick, Maryland. That's right. So, I'm going to ask you all to listen, pay attention, and start watching my YouTube videos. I don't care if you like me or not, but the information is out there and your name might be mentioned, just like the people in Newbury. I'm going to ask again, Newburyport. I'm going to say, if you don't return my belongings like I've requested many times, and that retard that works at Seabrook Walmart that has my belongings, I believe, seems how you're the ones that said you can keep your stuff here, you ought to be returning my belongings to me, because I've got too many witnesses and too much evidence and too much pride to let this shit ride. Do you understand? So I'm asking you again, reach out to me or to somebody and return my personal items, my clothes, my food, and everything you fuckers have taken from me, because karma's a bitch. And just because I'm not here doesn't mean that there's not a higher fucking power or somebody that will take care of it for me. Thank you.